it's Nancy today. Today I am in a little shop in a little village, Lanark, and it's Cindy's Candle Accessories. And are you online? They are, and that's all they look up as Cindy's Candle?
Beglow.com.
Beglow, BEGLO.com. They make beeswax candles. And did you know that beeswax is actually better for you than nothing? Like if you burn a paraffin candle, you get all this paraffin fumes, which actually is not good for you. It makes you sick, a little bit sick, maybe a lot sick. But beeswax, those candles, they take stuff out of the air. They make all the dust particles that the light shines through, they make them all fall down. Isn't that interesting? Anyway, so it's better for you to have a beeswax candle than nothing. I wouldn't have ever thought of that. So this is Norm, is that right?
Yes.
This is Norm, who is...
This time I'll look at the camera.
Okay, who is the beeswax candle maker. So what are you making there?
So we poured some small votives.
A votive, that's what these are?
And what we do is we use the beeswax itself to seal the top of the mold, because you always pour upside down. So what I'll do is I'll show you this one.
How do you mean you use the beeswax to seal it? That doesn't...
Well, because it is a liquid, and what would happen is if I wouldn't use something to seal the bottom where the wick comes through.
Oh, I see.
It would pour all.
Oh, okay, right. So you plug the hole with beeswax.
So I put beeswax, I put it on to seal the bottom. And this is going to be a little bit noisy because these are normally, most of our candles are made out of a rubber silicone, which is much, it's nice to work with because it slides right out. This here is a little noisy. I have to bang it to...
Gee, I've never heard anything so loud in my life.
So here's what comes out. This was poured probably about 15 minutes ago.
And so how do you fix up the bottom? Do you use a knife to trim it?
What I do is I use a cast iron pan and I melt the bottom to make it nice and smooth.
Of course, how simple.
And then it's ready for sale.
Isn't that nice? And then the color, will the color change now?
The color will change because this is still warm. The color will actually come to this color.
Ooh, it's hot. Hey, that's cool. Well, hot.
it's actually probably still liquid in the middle of it.
Oh, really?
At this stage.
Isn't that interesting? So you were doing other things over here. Oh yes, how do you make these?
This is our birthday candle.
Yes.
What we do is I've taken some 4-inch nails, I've buffed them, I've ground the end, I put a dowel pin on the end of it. I take a rubber silicone, which I pour in my mold. After it's cured, takes a day, I take the mold apart. This is what comes out of it.
Now these strings that are in the bottom, how does that work?
The wick is pulled right through the mold.
Oh, I see.
So after you pour, all you do is you pull your candle out.
Wow. Wow. So do you just sell in your shop here?
We sell in our shop here in Lanark, and we also sell in over 70 stores across Canada.
Wow.
Mostly under the name of Beglow without a W.
Oh, Beglow.
Some stores will want custom label. Some stores don't want our recognition, which we're okay with this.
Oh, I see. So what else do you make? Oh, these are interesting.
We make a small drip. This is one of our creations.
How did you create it? What do you mean by that?
What I did is I took smaller candles and I dipped it up and down into the wax until I get to a certain size. And what I do is I either pour on it or with a heat gun I melt it to create the drip effect of it. And after that point we take it, we put a base on it, put a tube around the base, seal the base, pour our silicone, and voila.
So you made a mold from a candle you created.
Yep.
So then in here you didn't have to dig all those little holes.
Nope.
It's like making
The silicone takes the form of whatever you want it. So within a day you have a mold, which can be used 1,000, 2,000 times.
Wow, very nice. So you have different sizes, I guess, and just you have more than one, so you can make.
Yeah, we're up to close to 50 molds right now that we use.
So what is this going to look like?
This is going to be a B cylinder, and again, it's always poured upside down.
Oh, I see.
So therefore, when we pull out, and we see the bottom becomes the top.
Okay.
So it's very important for your wax to be filtered properly, because otherwise all the fine particles of dirt would be on the top.
Ooh, yuck.
So it's a show. It shows how clean your wax is in a way.
Oh. Boy, I wouldn't do very
We
well
do.
with that. I make a mess of everything.
We probably do about 10,000 pounds a year now. So we're
10,000 pounds.
So we're quite
and
busy.
what does your wax look like when you...
when we purchase the wax, it comes in 40 pound blocks. So this is actually the bottom of the block, and this is the top.
Wow.
So we can see how much dirt is in there. So we have to filter all this dirt.
And how do you filter it? You just melt it down and...
We melt it down and filter through different things, I guess.
Yeah.
Trade secret.
Oh, okay. I love your messy stove.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that's the neatest thing. You wouldn't dare make a huge mess like that of your own kitchen stove, would you?
No.
Somebody would probably mention it.
And we did start in our kitchen. We probably, I'd say, over 2 years ran through close to 5,000 pounds in our kitchen. We also had carpets
Oh
on the
no.
floor, so we were tracking back and forth.
Oh no.
So as you can see how much
It
dirt.
drips down. Wow. So this is the one that you've been working from.
Yes. So we break it apart,
With
melt
your-
it in a double
with your
boiler.
axe?
With the axe, yeah.
Wow. And this is your strainer, I guess?
This is our strainer now.
Neat. And what are those things?
So we can see how dirty
Oh yeah, how it was.
it gets. Yeah.
Very good. And then this up here, what are those?
These are different types of molds.
Uh-huh.
We have close to 50 molds now.
Oh, and you have them stored over here, right?
Yeah.
And this is a place where you keep everything at the same temperature,
Everything
right?
in there.
Keep it nice and clean.
It's a sealed unit, so it keeps it clean.
Hey, that one back there has pine cone in it, doesn't it?
That's
That's a pine cone.
Is it
it
really?
was going to be a creation, but it didn't turn out too good. So.
There's a toy. Very good. And there's your other ones.
This is all our tapers.
Well, that's very interesting. Do you help? Yeah?
Cecilia's been our biggest helper right from day one. She could barely walk, and she would help us.
Really? Isn't that neat? So if you need beeswax candles, look them up on the internet. BEEGLO. They're out there and they're selling like mad, so you know that's where to get them. Okay, it's Nancy today. You just never know what you're going to find out on here, do you? Okay, bye.